Okay, so I got the mid travel kit done from JRI. It was quite a bit more time consuming than I thought. I bet you I have at least 30 hours in this project. Keep in mind, I'm just a dude in the garage. I've only got a little bit of experience from the previous kit that I kind of watched other people do. It, between the complete demo, taking everything apart, systematically cleaning everything, and then getting the control arm sent off to the powder coater, then driving around town to get the ball joints pressed in because I had the stuff, but I wanted somebody that was really experienced to make sure the ball joints were just done 100%, even though he used the exact same tools that I owned. So um, I'll probably just do it myself next time. I'm not going to do another swap again. This will be my final kit for the mid travel. As enjoyable as it was, believe it or not, I don't want to do this again. This was a lot of work. It required a lot of time, and I probably would have just I probably would have been better off on dropping it off, but I don't know. I did enjoy it. It did take 30 hours between, again, ripping everything apart and then dealing with the logistics because of where I live. I had to drive 100 miles to go get this thing powder coated. I didn't have to, but they were the highest rated powder coating company in my area in Las Vegas. So I chose to go there. I may have got the same finish, but these guys were so highly recommended. I wanted to go with them. And then just the little details. It just took me forever. I did replace the brakes. The ball joints needed to be greased before the installation, and I had a fight with that. Uh, the axles. I didn't realize. I knew that there was a front and a rear. I accidentally put the front on the rear. Then I figured it out later. So then I had to take it apart. So can you do this at home? Yes, you can. You got to be patient. It is a very time-consuming process, and if you've never done one before, budget 30 hours. I would say. Some people will probably laugh at me, say I could do it in 10. I'm sure you can. I can't. I'm a layman. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not doing this day in and day out. It seems like I don't know. Seems like Polaris likes to mess with us because like this bolt's a 15 and this one's an 18, and then it's an 18 on the bottom and a 15 on top, and then you got a 22 over here and a 24 over there. I mean, I even had my tools all lined out, ready to go, and I was still searching for stuff. So I'm always trying to find the right tool for the job. Once I had my plan down about all the tools for this arm, then I jumped to the other arm. It did help, but still, after the powder coating, nothing fits right because you got that little film on there. So I had to take the rubber mallet. Everything had to be pounded in. Not everything, but most. The arms themselves had a lot of assembly. I spent 2 or 3 hours just assembling the arms between pressing in the plastic bush, or not the plastic, but the bushings that go into the arms, and then having to press in the pins that roll in there that the bolt goes through. That took quite a while. There's a lot of little pieces that you really don't see when you build one of these systems. At the end of the day, I'm happy I did it. I have a better understanding of what other people will do to get this kit installed. I'm happy with the choices that I've made. The suspension, the SDI E-Clicks, they've worked well for me over the past year and a half. I've been running them well. And I know for a fact that the owner of SDI and the owner of JRI, they talk. So that's and that's a pretty cool situation when you have the owner of a shock company talking to the owner of the long travel, mid travel company. Man, this stuff's gonna fit perfect, and it did. Everything fit perfect, except where I had to deal with the powder coating. So, you know, it is what it is. Very happy with the overall look. I can't wait to get it to the shop next week and get turbo done, and then just start traveling, going to Glamis and Dumont. make a couple trips up to Utah, and then I'll be having the expedition over at the Sand Show in Costa Mesa in about a month or so, a month and a half, 2 months. I think it's in the middle of September. So I'll be down there with the expedition. We'll have it posted up at a couple different booths from our sponsors that have been helping us out. MB Squared is going to be there. We're going to have it there first. Then we'll move it over to DRT. So it should be a fun experience to be traveling around and meeting more people, meeting more manufacturers, kind of helping the page grow. We've been getting quite a few manufacturers lately, so that's cool. Again, JRI is part of the page. As far as I know, they're the only company out there that offers a discount on the long travel kit, other than companies like Super ATV might do something, but they're not boxed. And they're definitely not of quality like this is. I've looked at Super ATV. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. I'm sure they fit just fine. But man, they don't have the same TIG welds. They don't have the same structure. This is built, I know it's not a trophy truck, but it seems like it has the bloodline of a trophy truck build. I saw my buddy Cole Friday. He builds those things. That's what he does. He's built me some stuff. And to hear his praise on these welds means a lot. And so he's building $300,000 trucks, $400,000 trucks. And he looks at this and it's like the same bloodline, the same family. These things are built super strong, very heavy. I don't think the weight's ever going to be an issue. If anything, I might end up doing some gussets on the frame, but I don't know. I'm not going to be jumping at that hot, like launching it like that. So I don't think I'll ever break these arms. I love the angles that JRI has chosen. It's like a work of art. It really is, which is why I chose to go to clear coat and not a paint, because I didn't want to cover up all this these TIG welds. And the way that they've engineered and designed it, it's literally, to me, a work of art. And I'm very impressed with the overall quality, how well everything fit together at the end of the day. Last bolt went in about an hour ago. So fit and finish, top notch. Quality, top notch. There's nothing negative to say about the kit itself or the components. I do like the axles. The axles seem to be a lot better than the Rhinos for sure. I mean, I can't say for sure because I got to drive it and then beat on it hard, just like I did the other kit. So we'll see how they hold up to my style of driving. But from what I can tell, I do think that it's going to be just fine. So appreciate everybody's support. I will be posting my video, my open box on Evo's turbo kit tomorrow evening. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And that way you can take the first unboxing of the Evo kit. There's a handful of them out there right now for the turbos. So this will be the first time anybody's ever done an unboxing. And so you guys will actually be able to see. And hopefully the JRI can hold up to it. I'm just kidding. I'm sure it can. Again, this is probably the beefiest, well-built mid-travel that I've found. I don't even think it just seems thicker. The steel seems thicker. I know it's sourced. I think they said they sourced their steel out of Sweden. So their steel is impeccable. It's unbelievable about their steel, and the finish is, again, second to none. So if you have any questions, send me a message. I'll try to respond. I'm pretty good about responding. Very happy with the kit. Can't wait to test it out in a couple weeks. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Have a great night. God bless, and go get 'em.